But I was saying we have a few minutes before we're going to start playing some of the Gymnasium levels. For anyone who doesn't happen to be part of my level design course, I teach a level design class. Our final project, they're working over roughly 4 weeks. These are the Gymnasium levels that they've been working on for the last week. So the idea is that they start blueprinting or coding in their main mechanic for their game and then build a Gymnasium level just to basically test it out. So this is kind of the heavy lifting part of the level design, kind of get that part out of the way. So the next 3 weeks, we can just focus on building out a unique 1 to 2 minute playthrough experience out of these levels. So today we're just testing out a few of those levels. So in class earlier, we just got done doing in-class play testing where all the students get up into groups and they play each other's levels, give feedback, and move on to the next week. And then we had 5 students who volunteered their levels to be played right now on Twitch. I always love playing on Twitch because the video quality is a little bit better. We play on Zoom. I might have to find something new, but it's not always the best video quality to look at the playtest levels. So the beautiful thing about Twitch is I can save the VOD out, and then students, other students can check out what other students are doing. It's kind of a visual process. So that extra little bit of playtesting. Just to preface, in case anyone's hopping in going, what the heck is happening here? At the University of Utah, we like to utilize some of the gaming technology that works really well for playtesting. One of the big things that is kind of cool about Twitch is you can actually see the player's facial responses. So it's not just a video of it being playthrough. You can actually help see a little bit more nuance if they're frustrated, if they're confused. They can give that facial feedback, which is super helpful. So the way I play the levels is I use the think out loud approach, where I try to say whatever I'm thinking as I'm playing through, and just kind of do a verbal release of whatever is going through my mind. But I also tell my students or anyone else, also pay attention to what I'm not saying. Ask yourself, is he understanding? Is he reading the mechanics the way it is intended? If not, why? And kind of glean information from that as well. So we're going to start playing here. If it is your level that I'm playing, feel free to chime in, leave any feedback or comments. I don't mind, especially if you have any questions to ask me, right? We were just talking about in class earlier how it's better to ask questions during playtest than give direction. Because direction is telling the player how to solve a problem they don't understand, and so it doesn't give you the feedback you need. So ask questions about why they're not understanding it or what they think it means, and that sometimes is more helpful. And let's start checking out some of these levels. So we'll start with number 1 up here. Final project, here we go. Is this Game Maker? Ooh, so I do let my students choose what engine they want to use. Majority of my students choose Unreal Engine. In the past, it's been almost entirely Unreal Engine. I'm pretty excited that we have a little bit more Unity coming back into the fold, and we've had a few Game Maker developers, which is awesome too. Game Maker is a really quick way to get into the level design without having to do so much in the coding. So here we go. We're going to check out Final Project. Oh, okay. I actually saw this one being played. Let me double check. I want to make sure my audio is working because I know this had audio. Okay, I'm going to actually pause it for 1 second. I'm going to come back here. I want to make sure my audio is working. We have audio again, my friends. Here we go. So we're going to check out this one again. There we go. All right, so we've got the Christmas music. I love this. So I saw this being played for a second, and I kind of got the gist of the mechanic here. You've got this little, I'm assuming that's a cat. It's moving kind of quick. It's a cat or a dog anyway, and you press space to jump. Simple mechanic, I love it. So yellow, red you can pass through, yellow you can't. So this is kind of tricky. Oh, you can double jump. Okay, that helps, that helps. Okay, so you can double jump, good to know. There we go, off the wall, we got a checkpoint. And now there's a ghosty up there. Oh, this is cool. So we've got the avoidances there. Not too bad. It's not too hard to avoid the ghosts. That one, a little bit scary. Here we go. I'm feeling like I'm doing pretty good. This comment was made in class, and I kind of agree. Less of a Oh, wait. Oh, okay. This part is kind of tricky. So it's interesting when you fall off that, your little animal stops. Okay, let's... Oh, shoot. There we go. I won! Hopefully you took a little bit out of this. Some of the questions, I think the additions you could make is you do have that wall jump mechanic. You could create some little sections off to the side with some little chimneys where you have to quickly bounce up it. You could try some stuff like that. You could do some like vertical blockers to block in certain directions. Now that you've kind of proven out this much, it's very fun. How can you ramp the difficulty now? Because that was fun. It had some variations. The ghosts were in there. Turn it up to like, this felt like it went from like a 1 to a 3. If I continue to go up, what would the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 look like? I'm very curious. So you have platforms moving this way. Maybe you could do some going up and down. How would that work? And I think that goes to the whole gymnasium aspect is shoot through a whole variety of test bed situations for this. Great job on that. That was super fun. And with such a solid mechanic like that, you have some serious time for tuning for the rest of the semester to make something that's just bananas. And for anyone who happens to be watching, I actually included in the assignment this year a suggestion or extra credit if my students submit their assignments to itch.io or itch.io and allow others to play their games. We were showing off some of the past student assignments and a lot of my students said, where can I play these? These are so cool. Even though they're just small experiences, it really allows my students to showcase some art. And art when it comes to video games should be played and appreciated. But that was Kaluwu, that was awesome. All right, we're gonna go on to number 2 now. This one's called Bounty Hunter. A Unity game made in Unity. All right. Oh, I love it. This is the bounty hunter. He's a pill guy. He shoots. I would love some sound, but that's cool. Okay, so if I right click, it goes into first person mode. Okay, so jump height is 3. Good to know. No sprint, long jump, 120, lightly tap to make it. So where's that? Okay. To the Gadget gym. So there's another gym here. Max jump is 35 high. How do I... Okay, so I can keep push and jump. Oh, I can hold. Wait. Let's try this. So if I just hold jump, do I just keep going up? No. So I'm confused about how max jump works. So I tap. Oh, there's a jetpack right there. How did I not see that? Okay. It's all making a little bit more sense to me. I'm a little slow to the uptake, but I noticed it now. It's actually behind my body right here. You can see there's a jetpack gauge and a gadget right there. I'm not sure what the gadget is. Maybe that's my gun. Boo, boo. Okay. So if so jump and then hold. It makes sense. And I made it to the top. I feel like a winner, chicken dinner. Okay, space, jump, hold space to jetpack. But you can't just jump and hold it. You have to jump, release, and then hold, which is fine. And tab to change gadget. Okay, what's that gadget? I don't know what it does. Looks like I have lots of cool stuff. And that. Oh, does that do a platform? Cool. Oh, wait. I don't know what that is. It looks like those would be platforms I was going to place, but I can't jump on them. So I don't know what those are. Now I want to go to the Gadget gym and find out. Speed is 6 per second. Sprint is 12. Okay, so I can hold shift and run and jetpack around. This is pretty cool. I thought those would be bounce pads or something, which would be awesome. How many gadgets do I have? Okay, there's my gun. Okay, here's the Gadget gym. Bounty hunt, aim to find. Okay, this is the bait bounty hunt. Let's switch to that. Aim to find, click to tag. So do I need to tag these guys? No bounty. Oh, interesting. Joe Bob, crime, stolen identity of Bob Joe, reward. Okay, so I've tagged him. That is actually kind of cool. I like this. Okay, bounty, no bounty. What? It's Gabe Olsen. Cruel and unusual punishment. 9,000. Oh, yeah. I'm going for Gabe Olsen, man. That's 9,000 credits for that dude. That guy deserves to be caught. Okay. So what else do I have? Stun gun. Nice. And traps. Okay, so we can leave a trap. Let's try leaving a trap for Gabe Olson. That guy is going down. Now, how do I get him to go into the trap? Let's push him. Here we go. I felt like I trapped him. Okay, so that didn't trap him. Maybe that's still a work in progress, perhaps. Okay, what if I shock him? Take that, dude. Okay, we're going back to our pew-pew then. There we go. Do I get points for that? What if I hit these guys without bounties? Do I get in trouble? Do I get my coins taken away? I need to get rid of this. I hate that thing comes down to the bottom. Gotcha. I didn't read the other names. I hope there's a 3D mentor in there. Okay, we got you. So the bounty stuff is cool. So I'm assuming when you do the level, you'll have like them running away from you or moving away from you. I don't know what you'll decide, but it is cool. Oh, so here's the guy walking around, so I can do the trap here. So let's switch to my trap. Okay, so he's going in between these two spaces, right? He just is taking his time though. You gonna turn around or what? You're gonna ping pong? Here he goes. Okay, let's see what happens. He eats my traps. He eats them all up. He eats them for dinner. All right, so this is just the shooting range then. So let's practice. Pew, 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 pew. I want some sound. I need some sound effects too. I want these guys to go, no, you'll never get me, copper. I want a punishment for hitting the wrong people. And I'm very curious to see what kind of puzzles or interactions get placed to make this this bounty hunter come alive. Very cool. All right, hopefully that feedback was helpful. I think you can always test some variations. Some of the stuff I'm not sure how it functions, but I have no doubt that it's well on its way to success. Will these guys ever shoot at me, I'm wondering? I also like the idea that if, say I was using my tagging mechanic, that if I tag one of those bounties, they maybe realize they're tagged and then they run from you. So you go through there as soon as you see one and you're like tagged, and then boo, they go running and now it's a chase. Maybe I've got some platforming or some kind of environment where it's maybe a little bit dangerous to chase that person around. Maybe like I don't know, maybe some environmental hazards too. Just thinking out loud. But I think even that foot chase idea of that risk reward, having that implemented somehow to make sure you don't tag or hurt any civilians would be the punishment. Or maybe you then become hunted. Maybe they're bounty hunters after you. But this is awesome. And how that works with the jetpack too. With the jetpack, something to consider too. In Unity, I think probably pretty easy just to put a couple like spheres or something that stretch a couple spheres out on the bottom of his jetpack with some emissive light on them, just so they turn on and off when you hit that space bar to get that visual feedback. And then a little bit of a floating sound would be huge. Very nice work. I love it. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, so let's go on to the next level here. Beautiful stuff so far. Some of the comments we had from our students in our playtest earlier, they were some of the best levels that they'd seen in a long time, which makes me really happy. And excited for this semester. We're going to have some of the best levels ever produced for my level design courses. It seems to just snowball. Everything gets better and better. Okay, this one, Windows No Editor, Final Project Gym. All right, we got our gun. Control E to pick up, WASD to move, left mouse button to shoot for fun and profit. So E, the main mechanic is E to pick up. So can I pick up this? Yes, I can. 1 of 3 pages collected, and just for fun, I'm going to shoot. Okay, controls. E to pick up. Okay, we already went through there. Okay, so let's pick up another piece of paper. There we go. 2 of 3 pages collected, and the light turns off. And we're looking for another page to collect. Fair warning, the shooting will not be in the final game. I just wanted to keep it in because it made me laugh. I hear you. I think I love it. Okay, so I need to find the 3rd paper. Oh, here we go. Some stairs. Just thinking aloud here. Just making some chit chat. This is nice. The lighting stairs look nice. Nice size. Got the landing up top. Some more rooms to explore. I'm wondering how much detail will go in there. I'm not sure what the backstory is with the 3 pages. But I've collected them. Now I feel like I need to move on. That was the stairs I'm pretty sure I came up with. We've got a red room here with a mysterious orb that I'm not sure what it means. But I picked it up and I won, my friends. I won. So Nat W, if your mechanic is picking up papers, I think you've succeeded. So I am very curious. I love it that you're going to remove the gun. So my guess is this is kind of an environmental type gymnasium, just testing out just the simple picking things up and then having the I1. It's going to be a walking kind of simulator, something maybe spooky, something to entice me to explore around. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. I'm not seeing anything that will hurt me or damage me. The gun is always fun. There's that little area there. The metrics, I mean, the doorways feel like a nice height. Now I think it's a matter of trying to figure out how this narrative plays out through here. So Nat W says, I also wasn't completely sure if I'm going to put in a physical enemy, which is why I didn't put it in quite yet, because I'm still figuring that out. I'm going for a horror game, but still figuring out what exactly that means. Yeah, so that's something to play around with this too. Like one of the things you could have done, I'm just saying, if you find a way to lead someone to the papers, like for example, if you put one of those papers in this corner, right? And maybe it was a little bit more lit. It's pretty dark, but the paper would make it pretty light. If I collect that paper right here, I pretty much know where that player is going to be at that position and what he's going to do next. I'm going to have to turn myself around like 360 degrees. And what you could do is after I just spitball and stuff right here, if you know where the player is going to be and you know where they're going to look, now you have an opportunity to make them poop their pants, right? So if I collect that paper and now I turn on a walk-in collision behind me, as soon as I start walking, I can then put something in front of the player. Maybe a shadow will run across the room on that other side, because I know probably with 90% of surety that the player is going to be looking in this direction. And if you can find those opportunities to just give this scary moment that you know that something's going on, those are those horror moments. You don't really want to reveal like an actual enemy. So that could be something, and that would then tell the player, do I want to follow that creature? Or does that kind of tell me that, oh boy, I want to make this turn now? And now playtest that, see if the players actually do that, or if maybe a certain percentage of the players are like, no, I'm going for that ghost to check it out. And then you have whatever event you want to kick off after that. Really cool start. Even in a simple setup like this, having something, this is where you start to generate ideas of what that level could be. Based especially when you see other people play it. So the fact that you're still trying to figure all that out is great, because now you have this generator or this beginning little gymnasium testing out, just picking up papers. Now you can start asking those what if questions and start testing out some more stuff for when we play test these again on Tuesday, to kind of start percolating those ideas. And just like you said, you're not sure what you want to do with that enemy. Maybe add a couple more rooms, or use this existing space. Maybe it changes every time you go back to it. Try and add something else. King of the Amusement Park, I'm going to read your comment. For the first game we played, I'm assuming the cat one, you said one mechanic I just thought of is that you can add some pickups to speed up or slow down to create variations. Absolutely. That kind of stuff would be very cool. Nat W, that's awesome. Good job. All right, we're going to go on to the final level here. We have a few more minutes of class. Really, we have like 1 minute. But we're going to play this last number. Wait, was that 3? We have 2 still. That was only number 3. Class is over, but we're still going to play these levels. These levels need to be played. This one, I think I know what it is. This is called Vortex. Oh, am I doing the... Oh, I was clicking on the wrong one. I was clicking on the crash handler. Sorry, graphics. Not that thing. Here we go. Vortex. Warning, Vortex contains a heavy amount of flashing lights and rapidly moving images for a very small percent of individuals. So be careful. Player discretion is advised while playing Vortex. Little paper airplane there. It's cute. Vortex playable module. Space to start. Done. Use mouse to look. E to hold E to continue. Okay. So this is kind of a tutorial level. E to continue. WASD to move. Done. Interesting. Tip. The faster you move, the less damage you take. Movement plus aggression is everything. Oh my goodness, that's a lot to remember. Hold left mouse button to shoot. You must be running fast in order. Oh, so you can't shoot. You can't shoot unless you're running. That's kind of cool. Hold E to continue, aim towards a surface and click using the right mouse button. Okay, you switch surfaces. Whoa. Okay, the whole gravity thing. So this is a fast-paced thing. The dot at the center of the screen changes colors depending on the distance to the surface. So I gave this feedback before. Once I've done that a couple times, I have no idea what originally was up and what was down, which maybe that's okay. If it is red, you are too far away from the surface to activate your gravity ability. Okay, good to know. If it is blue, you're close enough to activate your gravity ability. Press space to toggle slow motion and bullet time. Got it. Lots to remember here. In the center of the room is an enemy. Yeah, there is. Okay, so I have to move at him. So I can move back or forward to take him out, right? Oh, he's evil. Stop. So it's interesting. Like, I have to be running. Kind of makes it hard. Okay, they keep popping in. So this is the gymnasium, right? Oh, I have endless energy. So, okay, killing enemies regenerates the player's health. Killing enemies at close range will grant the player double health back if you're close enough. In the center of the room is a cube. When you're ready, approach the cube and press F. This will take you to the block out first level. Okay, let's do this. Oh, cool. This is rad. Okay, this is teaching me everything I need to know. Gang member. Okay. Enforcement officer. They look the same. And a huge mech. Okay, a little that shielded guy. Portal A, portal B. Spawn barrier. Door locked, door unlocked. Lava. Tutorial. Press F to visit the tutorial. Is this the first blockout level? That was the tutorial. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, oh, I accidentally hit spacebar. Okay. So I keep forgetting how to switch. I don't think I'm doing very good. So you can never just chill. I guess if you hit spacebar, you can go into bullet time, right? And do some cool stuff. I feel like I keep, my gravity keeps switching without me doing anything. And am I getting lives back? Am I just bad? Okay, I want to go through that door. Stop. Stop. What is going on? Okay. Okay, let's run. Okay, is it just me, or is something, am I doing something wrong? Because I keep switching gravity and I'm not trying to. Oh wait, I made it through. Kind of made it through. Okay, let's do this. There we go. I made it through here, okay? Because I'm kind of scared now. And I can't jump, right? So it's all about doing the gravity thing. Okay, I died again. You can return to the gym through the pause menu. Okay, so we're back to the gym. Portal A, Portal B. Level select. Okay, so we can jump on these kind of things. So now I'm on the roof. Got it, got it, got it. Oh, interesting. So when I went forward, I actually fell off, I think. Now, this is where I am, right? Portal. Now you're thinking portals. Portal B. Oh, that's the portal. That's sending me through the portal. Got it. This is sending me back into the same room. Okay, so this all makes sense to me. I'm trying to wrap my head around not being able to shoot my weapon if I'm standing idle, right? You're punished if you stand still. But I feel like the character moves so fast that basically I'm either toggling back and forth to like kind of cheat that and kind of stay in one position and shoot, or I'm like up in that player's grill, and that feels counterintuitive. Unless I could run up and like do a melee attack or something, or move away. Once you're moving away, it's harder to shoot the character because I'm backing away. Full disclosure, I have played this before and I had a lot of fun. I like that you are using an existing mechanic for your own personal game for the level design class, because then you don't have to worry about rebuilding it. Hunt the Sun says the game is designed around push forward combat, so getting close as possible. Okay. But it kind of pushes past, so you really have to make sure you aim well going forward. It's really cool though. I would wonder, like, for a tutorial level, I would be curious to see, like, without the... wouldn't mind playing one without this gravity mechanic. At least for a little bit. Maybe that's something that gets introduced down the line. But it seems like just with this forcing the player to have to be in motion to actually fire their weapon is really cool. It would be cool as well if there was an indicator of that. When you're actually moving, maybe you see this ramping color on your guns that kind of like they get hot and then you can shoot. To give that extra visual pay to the player, like if they ramped up in intensity and then you know that you can fire. Hunt the Sun says melee is being discussed and is being considered. Very cool, Hunt the Sun. I can't wait to play the next version. For anyone watching who's not in my class, we'll be playing the first passes of these levels on Tuesday. I know it's a quick turnaround, but Thanksgiving's on Thursday, but we'll be playing them again. And any student that wants to volunteer to have theirs played on Twitch, we'll be playing them here as well. So you can check out the progress of these levels, but very cool. All right, next on the list to get through before it gets too late. Number 5, last but not least.
You find yourself in a room.
Hold on, wait, don't go yet. I want to hear this. Click off that, okay.
Ceilings, you might notice that they seem to be like standard white blocks instead of actual walls and floors. However, behind you there should be a hallway that you can traverse down.
Hunt the Sun asks if they mind if I drop a link for more info in the chat. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Okay, so this is cool. You've got the narration. I'm going down the hallway. Very Stanley Parable type of vibe here. Okay, so I don't know if I'm supposed to be going down the hallway. If there's some more narration.
Traversing down the hallway,
there we go.
You might notice a couple of things. For example, you don't have anything on you. You don't have a gun or grappling hook or even hands. As a matter of fact, if you look down, you can't even see if you have feet.
I don't know if I have feet. You're right. So I'm wondering what kind of...
You'd have to have feet because you're walking around. However, counterpoint, try jumping.
I can't jump. I can't jump.
Do it, can you?
Nope, I can't.
See, I've got a running theory that says that you're not really able to jump all that well if you don't have legs.
It's amazing how much you can do with a little bit of dialogue and like even this blank space here. But I am wondering, like, what kind of hallway this is, what will be added to it later on, to if that's the design decision. but I'm intrigued now so far just by the dialogue that's going on as I move through the space. What would happen if I would move backwards? Did the designer put something in place to counteract that? To gate me in?
Now, I hope you're not too alarmed by the fact that you can't jump, because, I mean, think about it. In your day-to-day life, how often are you jumping?
That's
now,
true.
I know there are going to be some outliers who are like, oh yes, I jump every day. But, like, I know multiple people who are like, oh, I've not jumped, actually, in, like, years.
I've never jumped.
Now, at this point, you should find yourself in a room that has a couple of levers and a button, as well as the fact that the floor should be a different color, which is nice. You know, white is not the best of colors. I suggest pressing E on any of the buttons or levers and seeing what they do.
Okay. All right. So they push and they open the door. Okay, great. That's interesting up there. Wondering what that is. Kind of a step going up here.
Oh, wonderful. The door has opened.
Oh, yeah. I'm already ahead of the game.
Right, okay, I guess there's nowhere else to go but down.
All right, fair enough.
And here we are, back at the start.
Oh. Was that the start? I don't remember this thing being here. Was that there before? Okay. I'm back at the start. I'm curious, is this the end of it? Okay, we're going to go through here again. This doesn't drop me off. I've restarted the whole thing. If that is the gym, if that's the entire thing, sending me through the loop, and now it's just, that's it, that's awesome. I would love it if you'd let me know right now if that's the case. Because I have not heard the narrator. I am totally at the mercy of the narrator at this point. I could go the opposite direction. That would be a choice. Oh, Dark Silverwing says that's the end. Yes. That was really cool, Dark Silverwing. I am really interested to see how you set dress this experience. That experience in itself is fantastic. I was very entertained going through that space, which this is cool. The only mechanic you've included, that the narration is the mechanic to give the player direction and readability. But now I think the question is, if I replayed that and I tried to do the opposite of that, what the narrator says, how do you gate me in? How do you keep my attention? How do you adjust for anything I might try to change? But hopefully that was helpful. It was a unique experience, and I'm really eager to see how you take that further, like with the switches, etc. It reminds me a lot of the Beginner's Guide and Stanley Parable. Some of the situations they put you in where you have to flick a switch behind a door, do something weird, and then they repeat that to teach it again, but they teach you that. So very good job, everybody. Awesome jobs on these gymnasiums. These are fantastic. And we still have 3 more weeks. 3 or 4 more weeks to continue and polish. So these are just the gyms. So Tuesday, bring your first block out of your first level. Focus on large spaces, large brushstrokes. Try and get the footprint of your level down so we can test that out in class and continue to proceed.